What up with it, y'all? It's Coffee. Back at it with the news, man. A lot to get to, so let's get to it, man. And first on the news, you see what it is, man. R.I.P. Fat Man Scoop. Scary situation, sad situation, tragic situation, man. To see the man collapse on stage just a few weeks ago and pass away, man. Like just one moment he's turned up doing what Fat Man Scoop does, man. Getting hype on the mic and all that, and we saw the way it all transpired, how it all happened, and now the official cause of death is out. And forgive me, man, you know what I mean? I'm literate. I got a GED. I've been to college a little something, man, but some of these words sometimes is a little bit about my vocabulary, man. But my vocabulary's there, you know what I'm saying? But hypertensive, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, which from my understanding is more or less just like heart disease, man. Fat Man Scoop, heart, his ticker wasn't in the best of shape, and it caught up to him, and he passed away at the young age of 56, man. I mean, that ain't young, but that's young to die, right? I say so. 56 years old, R.I.P. Fat Man Scoop. Yo, stay going to the doc, man. Get you a doc that you trust. You know what I'm saying? Go to your checkups, watch what you eat, try to get that exercise in, that cardio, and watch what you take too, man. That's why I'm saying have a doc that you can trust that ain't out here trying to overprescribe you ish, because we know medicine is big business, right? It's the US of A. Capitalism, the almighty dollar, reigns supreme over everything else. So do what you got to do to stay healthy. Have a doc you can trust.
Talking about this before the show started, about a music videotape that was stolen. Do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
Just break it down. What happened?
I mean, it was a videotape that we did in my house just for my private collection. You know what I mean? Snoop was a part of it.
They got it?
Somebody stole this tape from my house or something like that, and there's a lot of X-rated things on it, you know, so...
Well, listen a second. Snoop, you don't know about this? Remember the tape? You're on it. It's gone. Bueno? It's gone. So what happened? You had a party? Don't you... This is like the Tommy Pamela Lee thing. It's gone, now it's going to be out.
It's worse than that, man.
So are we looking for it? Can we say anything? Anybody watching? Whoever was at Dre's house at that party, you better return that tape.
Please bring it back.
Man, can you believe this? You know what I mean? We know what the Diddy-ish going on. All these old clips, anything related to Diddy, all kinds of stuff is getting dug up out the digital crates. And man, that took me back seeing Carson Daly, man. Yo, comment if you flunked with Carson Daly. I had some love for Carson, man. He was good at his hosting duties, and it was funny too, man. When he left MTV, when he left TRL, got to doing his own thing. Last Call with Carson Daly, you know, putting on bands that were trying to break through that weren't really getting the shine. Like, he wanted to see them, like on the independent grind and stuff. He would, have them on his own show. I don't know how long it lasted, but it was funny because even though he was grateful to have that MTV job and for it to propel him into the game and give him a name and everything like that, he did not pull any punches, he took many a shots at the show. He used to say shit like, man, I used to sit there and play the 10 most repetitive bullish songs, that the masses wanted pumped out over the airwaves every day. That was my job, and I did it for however many years. But he did what he had to do. He fulfilled his duties, and he moved on. But man, what a trip, man. I didn't remember this clip. Tap in and let me know in the comments below if you remember this, man. It seems Dre had him a situation. Back then, you heard them talking about Pam and Tommy. Comment if you watched that series on Hulu where they told that story, man. That was wild. A lot of celebrities like Ray J, Kim Kardashian, many others, they used that, like what happened with Pam and Tommy, like they really got their video jacked from them. Other celebs started leaking out videos China and X-Pac, many others, right? Trying to take a page out of Pam and Tommy's book, but they really were robbed, you know what I mean? Like, if y'all seen the whole story, Tommy Lee didn't want to pay a contractor that was working on the crib, and he was like, yo, I can't take a loss like this. I ain't rich. I'm robbing your motherfucking ass. And it was in the infancy of the internet. He couldn't really get to the bag like he wanted to. Bootleggers were, you know, really hurting his pockets. He ended up getting, you know, in some trouble with some organized crime type dudes that he borrowed some money from to get the operation up off the ground. Like, it didn't really work out for him the way in which he envisioned it could, you know. But it seems Dre and Snoop had a situation go down like that, and you see someone saying, man, you know, Wack100 got it, right? Wouldn't that be something funny, man? I haven't, been tapping into much of the Wack100 content or clips. Like, if you fuck with me, man, you know it's Fluck, the bull-ish that Wack100 be talking, man, you know. But he says some funny ish sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts claiming he has this video, or maybe he does, man, knowing Wack got everyone's dirty videos and stuff like that, man. Dude's a voyeuristic perv to the fullest, man. But what do you expect when you got a bumpy crater face like that? You know what I mean? Like, you gets no play on your own. Your probation officer wife done left you. You know what I mean? You got to run around with clubhouse starties to get a piece when you's a millionaire, man. You's a goofball. But that had me cracking up seeing someone say that Wack100 had it, you know. But let me know if you remember this, and who knows, wouldn't that be some ish if out of nowhere it popped up where this video is really at, man, all these years later, you know. It's fucking crazy, man. The internet is undefeated, right? Everything is out there. People's gonna dig it up. And with this Diddy-ish, anything pertaining to a similar situation or anyone's dealings with Diddy, it's all gonna get dug back up. Like we're seeing is being weaponized and used politically, you know what I'm saying, in the political campaigns and all that, man. And that ain't gonna stop, man. That's gonna continue.
Internet says
The internet detective. Undefeated.
the internet says 50 Cent Ghost wrote that verse. Do you know about? Did you hear that? Do you know that? Is that true?
Yeah, hell no.
That ain't true.
Hell no, that ain't true.
So who wrote that verse?
Yeah, I wrote that.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
50 might. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, the kid is crazy for that.
I'm gonna have to look harder than this.
Wow.
He wrote it.
I mean, you could look on the credits.
I was about to say that. You're right.
Like, I don't know if he don't realize that people got credits to look at. And like, I was tripping. I heard that when I was in jail. I was like, he did what to the what?
Right.
And I was like, wow. It made me look at the brother a little different.
Well, maybe he was misinformed. You never know.
He can't be misinformed, boy. Damn, I was trying. He might be misinformed. The internet.
I wrote for Puff. But what you write for Puff? I wrote for Puff, huh?
What song did you write for Puff?
The not guilty in the filthy. Come on. Take this money. Take this money.
Yo, call me. I run this city.
Oh, the GTapes joint. Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yeah,
you had a big plaque for that. You talk about writing. Did you only write for G-Unit artists? Yesterday I saw a reference track for Higher leaked.
Now, ain't that some ish, man? G-Dep is good to see him home. Good to see this dude, you know, thriving and living. He's freer than ever. You know what I mean? We know how it went down for a lot of the artists on Bad Boy Records. Mark Curry put out the book, Dancing with the Devil, man. You lose your soul to Diddy, and you come out broke and fucked up on the other end. And G-Dep, you know, this dude, drug addiction, among other things, after having platinum hits and all that, he was in a bad place. You know what I mean? It got to the point this dude went to a cricket store or some like pay-as-you-go cell phone store, got mad arguing with the people that worked at the store and smashed the phone or broke a display or something like that, and sat in Rikers Island for like a month because he couldn't post like the $500 or $1,000 bail. This is after being famous and everything, you know. And at the end of the day, what it was that old homicide that he had committed all them years ago was eating at him. You know what I mean? He wanted to get right with God and take responsibility for the crime that he committed. And he went and turned himself in, he found God. He had tried to turn himself in multiple times, but he came there all high and flucked up, and the detectives sent him on his way. Thought that he was just tweaking and geeking and talking nonsense, you know, but he ended up going back when he was in a more sober state and did what he had to do, confessed to the crime, went and did his time, and he's home. And God bless him, man. It's good to see him home. And you hear the clips, what he's talking about and what Fifth is talking about. Now, I think the truth here lies somewhere in the middle. I think Fifth did ghostwrite on the track for Diddy, but I think he wrote the hook, because that clip that I played for y'all, he was just talking about the song, saying like, yeah, you know, that not guilty. And like, I think he was just thinking of the song, because there's another clip, I couldn't find it at the moment, where he was saying that make this money, take this money, ain't no what, you know what I mean? So I think he was just trying to think of the song, and those lyrics came to mind, and he was just referencing the hook. Unless someone comment and let me know if you've heard him actually say that he wrote the full track. But I think that the truth, like I said, is in the middle, because they are both credited for writing on that song. They both got plaques for the song and all that. You see, what's his name? Travell Coleman, Curtis Jackson's on there, right? So I think Fifth wrote the hook and G-Dep wrote the verse or something like that. That's what I'm thinking is going on. But I don't know if 50 Cent is indeed saying that he wrote the verse as well. G-Dep is saying that's cap, but I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. But that's going to do it for the news on this one. Dre and Snoop got themselves a flucked up situation, man. It's Wack100 behind it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. R.I.P. Fat Man Scoop. Get to the doc. Get that cardio in. Watch your diet, man. You only get one life to live. And G-Dap, 50 Cent. Does the truth lie somewhere in the middle like I'm thinking? Or are you thinking something else? Let's talk about it all in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to sub up. It's coffee, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.